Hey, Nicole.
Hi, Reed.
Thanks for having me back to learn a few more tips and tricks out of the Gratitude Journal and Mindfulness Resources book.
As always, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate you being here and doing this with me. It's been a fun project.
It's a pleasure.
So today, it's going to get really fun. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I suppose that is subjective, but we're doing a breathing practice called lion's breath. Have you experienced lion's breath before?
I've seen The Lion King.
Okay. So similar, very similar. What we're going to do, what lion's breath is, I'm just going to name it up front. It's going to feel funny. It's going to look funny. Especially if you've never done it before, you're probably going to feel self-conscious. You know, it's a good breath to do by yourself to start. It's often incorporated in yoga classes. And it releases stuck energy and stuck emotions, and it clears the throat chakra, right? Yeah. And so oftentimes if I'm feeling like I can't, like there's something I need to say, but it's not coming, maybe there's a hard conversation that needs to happen, this is a great practice to do. It's great for that. And it's also great if you want to start to do these practices with little ones. This is a good one to get them involved with, because it's a lot of fun, right? Okay. So with the lion's breath, we breathe in, and then on the exhale, we audibly exhale as we are opening our mouth as wide as we can, sticking our tongue out as far as we can, and also at the same time crossing your eyes. So essentially either looking at the tip of your nose or trying to look at your forehead. So you inhale, and then you audibly exhale, getting the tongue as far as you can out of your mouth, great big wide mouth, as you're looking either at the tip of your nose or your forehead. So if that yes, if doing the eyes is too much, then just starting with opening, audibly exhaling with your tongue as big as you can would be the starting point. Okay. And so you can see how this one would be fun with little ones. And so you can kind of add that. Some people want to do a little body movement. You feel free to do that. If you're bringing a little one into it, maybe the claws come out. So it can be really playful. And it can also be, it's great for people individually, but especially when you have little kids, you have a distress level. Maybe you've met that threshold and they're frustrated. That's a great time to just stop and just do this thing, and it lightens the mood. It's one of those kind of like awkward things a little bit that when you do it, you almost have to smile. It's like a little silly, but it really works. Okay. So ready? Yeah. So we will inhale. We'll ground and center first, and then we'll inhale and we'll go through all of the steps. Do you feel clear with the instruction there?
It seems pretty straightforward. Breathe in through the nose. Big Buddha belly out, navel away from the spine, wide mouth, tongue out, cross-eyed. Yeah. Breath out, navel in towards the spine.
And so we'll do 4 rounds.
Just do whatever I want.
Just do it. Yeah, we'll do 4 rounds. We'll do one together, just kind of the standard that we talked through. And then if you want to add your own little fun pieces to it, I encourage you to do that.
I'm feeling impatient today, so I might round 2 or 3 get a little.
A little rowdy. Okay. Right. So uncrossing arms and legs, grounding down, connecting with breath, strong core, long spine. Maybe you want to close your eyes and then open them as you focus on the nose or the forehead, or maybe you want to have your eyes open and then just focus. You can practice either way and see what works for you. But let's start with that exhale, all the air out of the lungs, squeeze that last little bit of air out with the low belly. We'll take a big deep breath in through the nose.
That is a lot of fun.
And then just letting the breath come back to its natural rhythm, and you feel some throat clearing in there. Yeah. And feel a little bit of, tension releasing. Yeah. Feel like you could have your little girl do this with you?
I think so.
Yeah?
But this is something she's going to like.
Okay. So there's another option, and we're going to jump right in if you want to join me on your yoga mat. So we're taking lion's breath to our mat, and I'm going to give you a few different options. So of course we just did it in the chair. You can be in a chair. You can be on your mat cross-legged in Sukhasana, easy pose. We can take our palms, facing the fingers towards the body, placing the palms on the mat, rolling your shoulders up to your ears and back and lifting your chest up to move into lion's breath. So this is option 1. Another option would be to cross your ankles and sit on your ankles. If you cross your ankles, as we always do in yoga, what we do on one side, we want to do on the other. So if we're working through 4 rounds of lion's breath, after 2 rounds, you'll want to lean forward and switch your ankles crossed. My personal favorite, though, is to just sit with my knees kind of wide back on my ankles. So this one is my favorite. That strong core, that long spine. We'll do the same hand placement as we did in easy pose cross-legged. So palms on the mat, fingertips facing the body. You want to lift the chest up, shoulders down and back, and we'll move right into the lion's breath. So finding our natural breath, exhaling, and then big deep breath in through the nose. So releasing that stuck emotion, opening up our throat chakra, and also a great practice to bring the kiddos into. So maybe adding that lion claw in there or adding any kind of fun movements that you want to. So thank you for joining me. We will see you next time. Namaste.